Imagine an Amazon rainforest millions of years ago, where a monstrous predator reigned supreme. Its prey was crushed with devastating force, and even the largest crocodiles fled in terror. We're talking about the Titanoboa, the largest snake that ever existed on the planet. I'm Harrison Cole, narrator of Boundless Mystery, and in today's video, we're going to explore the mysteries of the Titanoboa, the giant snake that ruled the Earth 50 million years ago. Get ready to discover one of the most astonishing creatures in prehistoric history. If you think today's snakes are scary, wait until you meet this monster. You'll find out how it hunted, what it ate, and why it disappeared. Let's dive in. Before we continue, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the Boundless Mystery channel, and activate the notifications so you don't miss any content like this. The story of the Titanoboa begins around 66 million years ago, shortly after one of the most catastrophic events in the planet's history: the impact of a massive meteor in the Yucatan Peninsula in what is now Mexico. This devastating collision wiped out about 75% of life on Earth, including the dinosaurs. After this mass extinction, a new cycle of life began. With no dinosaurs at the top of the food chain, other animals emerged as predators. It was in this scenario that the Titanoboa appeared, taking advantage of the ideal environmental conditions to become the largest snake to ever exist. The existence of the Titanoboa remained a mystery for millions of years until 2009, when a shocking discovery changed everything. Paleontologists found fossils of this giant snake in a coal mine in the Colombian Amazon, revealing the scale of this incredible creature. The fossils were discovered in Sarajevo, one of the largest coal mines in the world, and were so well preserved that scientists were able to determine the size, weight, and even the behavior of this monstrous predator. Can you imagine the reaction of these scientists when they found the bones of a 14-meter-long snake? Let us know in the comments how you would react to such a discovery. The Titanoboa fossils date back to about 60 million years ago, during the Paleocene epoch. For at least 10 million years, this snake was Earth's largest predator, dominating the tropical forests and rivers with its colossal size. The Paleocene was a time of extremely hot temperatures, with dense tropical forests that provided the perfect habitat for large creatures like the Titanoboa. The Titanoboa wasn't just big. It was a true prehistoric monster. At an impressive 14 meters in length, it was as long as a school bus. Its body had a diameter of 1 meter, and its weight could reach a staggering 1.5 tons, making it heavier than an average car. Despite its enormous size, the Titanoboa was surprisingly agile. In an attack, it could move at more than 3 meters per second, making it nearly impossible for its prey to escape. This monstrous snake was a master of ambushes. It would hide at the riverbanks, with only its eyes and nostrils barely visible above the water, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When its prey was within reach, the Titanoboa would launch itself with force, coiling its gigantic body around the victim and crushing it with overwhelming pressure. No animal could escape its deadly embrace. Unlike modern snakes, the Titanoboa had highly flexible jaws that weren't rigidly connected. This allowed it to open its mouth at an angle of up to 180 degrees, swallowing prey up to 4 times the size of its head. Just imagine an entire crocodile being devoured in minutes. That was the power of the Titanoboa. The Titanoboa was insatiable. In a single meal, it could consume up to 1 ton of food, about 10 times more than a Tyrannosaurus rex could eat in one sitting. After such a gigantic meal, the Titanoboa could remain motionless for up to a whole year, slowly digesting its food. During this period, it practically disappeared from the landscape, only returning to activity when its energy was fully replenished. Can you imagine an animal capable of spending an entire year just digesting? Let us know what you think of this amazing behavior in the comments. Behavior and life cycle. The Titanoboa was a fierce and strategic predator. Its favorite prey were crocodiles and giant turtles, which thrived in the tropical rivers of the prehistoric Amazon. These animals, despite their size, were no match for the Titanoboa's strength and size. The crocodiles, despite their sharp teeth and brute strength, were caught off guard by the Titanoboa's ambushes. Giant turtles, with their hard shells, couldn't escape the crushing power of this snake, which would simply break through their defenses with the force of its body. Have you ever imagined a crocodile being a snack for a snake? Well, the Titanoboa made that a regular meal. How would you react if you witnessed something like that? The Titanoboa was also highly effective when it came to reproduction. Females could give birth to between 10 and 80 offspring at once. And the most impressive part, these babies were practically born ready to hunt and survive on their own. Although they were born independent, the babies faced a hostile world and had to grow quickly to avoid becoming prey to other predators. This meant only the strongest survived, ensuring the species continued. Do you think you'd have the courage to deal with a nest of newly hatched Titanoboas? Share your thoughts in the comments. The Titanoboa's enormous size was directly linked to the climate of its time. During the Paleocene epoch, the tropical forests were even hotter and more humid than those we know today, with temperatures often exceeding 45 degrees Celsius. Snakes, like all reptiles, are cold-blooded animals, meaning their body temperature depends on the external environment. In hotter climates, they tend to grow larger, and that's exactly what allowed the Titanoboa to reach such gigantic proportions. Today, no terrestrial environment offers the same climatic conditions as those of the Paleocene, which prevents the development of snakes as large as the Titanoboa. Luckily for us, the extinction of the Titanoboa. The Titanoboa depended on extremely high tropical temperatures to survive and achieve its colossal size. However, gradual changes in the global climate, particularly cooling, made the environment less favorable for this giant snake. Since snakes are cold-blooded, they cannot regulate their body temperature internally. With the global temperature drop, the Titanoboa's metabolism would have been severely affected, making it harder for it to survive and grow. Another determining factor was the possible decline in food supply. Crocodiles, giant turtles, and other large animals that made up the Titanoboa's diet may also have been impacted by climate changes, drastically reducing their populations. With fewer prey available, the Titanoboa, being a large predator, would need vast amounts of food to sustain its massive body. The scarcity of food was likely a fatal blow to its survival. Can you imagine a world where even a giant predator like the Titanoboa couldn't find enough food to survive? Share your thoughts in the comments. In addition to global cooling, the Titanoboa's natural habitat may have undergone significant changes over millions of years. Natural deforestation, shifts in river courses, and even changes in the tropical flora could have contributed to the species' extinction. These changes made the environment less suitable for such a large predator, limiting its range and reducing its chances of survival. While scientists still can't say with 100% certainty what caused the Titanoboa's extinction, the most widely accepted theories point to a combination of factors: global cooling, food scarcity, and habitat changes. The extinction of the Titanoboa serves as a reminder that even the most powerful predators are vulnerable to changes in their ecosystems. Which of these theories do you think is the most plausible? Let us know your opinion in the comments. Today's giant snakes versus Titanoboa. Today, the world's largest snakes, such as the anaconda and the reticulated python, impress with their size, but they are still far from the gigantism of the Titanoboa. The anaconda, for example, can grow up to 9 meters long and weigh around 250 kilograms, but that's nothing compared to the Titanoboa's 14 meters and 1.5 tons. If we were to place the anaconda next to the Titanoboa, it would be like comparing a compact car to a school bus. The Titanoboa was so massive that it could swallow an entire anaconda with no trouble. The anaconda, one of today's largest snakes, also lives in tropical areas like the Amazon, but the current environment doesn't allow it to reach the proportions of the Titanoboa due to differences in climate and food supply. Ophidiophobia and the Titanoboa. Ophidiophobia, or the fear of snakes, is one of the most common phobias in the world, affecting millions of people. Now, imagine if the Titanoboa still existed today. That fear would be multiplied many times over. Just the thought of encountering a 14-meter-long snake would be enough to cause panic in anyone. Think about how it would feel to live with the possibility of a giant snake ambushing its prey at the edge of a river, or even in modern tropical forests. Throughout history, snakes have always been symbols of fear and mystery in various cultures. If the Titanoboa were still alive, it would likely be depicted as a true mythical creature. Do you have a fear of snakes? And if the Titanoboa still existed, how do you think you'd cope with a predator of that size? Tell us in the comments. Titanoboa, a reminder of nature's power. No current animal, not even the largest land predators, possesses the combination of size and strength that the Titanoboa had. Its extinction is a reminder of how dynamic and ever-changing our planet is, and how what was once dominant in the past can disappear due to natural changes. If the climate and ecological conditions were different, do you think there would still be room for predators as gigantic as the Titanoboa in our world? And what impact would that have on today's ecosystems? The Titanoboa was undoubtedly one of the most impressive creatures to ever exist on our planet. Its colossal size, predatory skills, and reign during the Paleocene made it a landmark in Earth's history. As the largest predator of its time, it played a crucial role in balancing prehistoric ecosystems. Studying the Titanoboa helps us understand more about evolution, climate change, and how giant animals adapted, or disappeared, over millions of years. Now we want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about incredible prehistoric creatures, hit the like button to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to Boundless Mystery and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. We always have something incredible to share with you. So, do you think you could face a Titanoboa head-to-head? What would you do if you came across such a massive predator? Let us know in the comments. We're curious to hear your answer.